Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather Gearhart. If you are new here, thanks for joining me. I do videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and we talk all about life, food, family, and fun, so please consider subscribing. And then when you do, hit that bell notification so that you will be notified of every video that I post, which again happens every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, without further ado, let's get into today's video. And today we are talking family. We're talking Thanksgiving, and I am going to give you 3 tips on how to make Thanksgiving more memorable, and then a fun one as a bonus at the end if you stick around to the end. All right, so if you're ready for that, stay tuned and let's do this. Okay, so if you live in America, you celebrate Thanksgiving undoubtedly with friends or family, and traditionally that includes lots of yummy foods as well as football and family and games and all of that, which is really great and really fun. But potentially we've lost some of the actual thankfulness in Thanksgiving, and so to put some of that back in there, I've got some tips for you. So tip number 1. Tip number 1 kind of goes along with one of the more traditional things about going around the table and everyone explaining what they're most grateful for or thankful for throughout the year for that year. And we do that. That's something that I love to hear from everyone. But on top of that, we do name cards, and you can get fancy with this, or you can just straight up use orange or brown or green construction paper. And we have used that before, and we just fold it in half and make a little V out of it upside down. And on the front of that, we have their name, and underneath it, when they flip it over, we put in Bible verses on gratefulness or thankfulness. You can do that, or you can do sayings or quotes on thankfulness, things about being grateful, or whatever it is to start the conversation. So we go around while we're eating and everybody flips that over and then just reads what's on there. And when you go around with 15 people or so, however many is at your Thanksgiving meal, it really kind of sets the tone for, hey, we're grateful, we are thankful for our family and for what we've been given and for our health and for whatever it is. You just kind of pause and really kind of take a moment to really consider or ponder that. So think about making some place cards, and underneath that, writing something under there, whichever fits for your family, and I just think that you'll end up loving that. Okay, tip number 2. Unfortunately, in at least American culture, the elderly are not really held in high esteem anymore. They're not really honored, they're not really cherished. A lot of times they're kind of forgotten, and I really hate that. So this tip I think would be really honoring to them is to ask the patriarch or the matriarch of your family, or several of them who have been at a few Thanksgivings now, to explain what their most memorable Thanksgiving was, or their most thankful moment, or their favorite family tradition at Thanksgiving, just different things that they remember from their childhood. And I think you'll get some funny stories. I think they'll feel honored, they'll feel remembered, they'll feel cherished, that you care about their opinion. I really think it would be a great thing to ask some of the older ones to pour into some of the younger ones. Okay, tip number 3. Invite someone to your house that doesn't have somewhere to go for Thanksgiving. We did this once with a group of grad students from India. There was 35 of them that all came to the University of Southern California at Irvine. They show up in the middle of October, and they have no idea anything about Thanksgiving, and they don't actually realize that the campus is closed on Thanksgiving. And within a couple of weeks, they're realizing that 2 weeks from now, they're gonna have no food and nowhere to go. And so we partnered with a group called Beyond Borders, who actually places students in people's homes on Thanksgiving. And a lot of families just take 1 or 2. And we decided, our family, that we were gonna take our small group from our church, and we were gonna pair 35 Americans who gave up their Thanksgiving to do this, and 35 students, and we had 70 people in our backyard on Thanksgiving Day. And it was so amazing. We taught them all sorts of games. We taught them about what Thanksgiving means to us. We showed them our food. We catered in some Indian food so that we could try their food and they could try our food. And they loved it. In fact, I'm still Facebook friends with some of those. And after that day, I got emails from several of those people that were so thankful and grateful that we had brought them into our home. And they actually said it felt like they had gone back home for a family gathering because they felt so welcomed. And it made our Thanksgiving, it's one of the best Thanksgivings, if not the best Thanksgiving memory that I have personally. Now, you don't have to go that extreme and invite 70 people into your backyard. But if there is someone at your workplace, at your church, at your school, in your neighborhood who doesn't have somewhere to go, don't assume that everyone has somewhere to go. If they don't, and you find out and really seek out if someone doesn't have somewhere to go and bring them into your home on Thanksgiving, I think your family will be enriched, they will be enriched, and you will have an amazing Thanksgiving. Okay, and now for my ridiculous fun one, tip number 4. I love laughter. Anybody who has watched my channel for any amount of time knows that I am all about laughing. I think laughter is good for the soul. It's good for your health. I just think it adds flavor to your family that is needed. What I do on Thanksgiving is I print out little turkey pieces of paper or little pilgrims or whatever that I can write on, and I make garland out of it. And on one side, I write the corniest, dumbest Thanksgiving jokes that I can find online. And then when you flip it over, you get the answer. And I guarantee you, they're so dumb. They're so dumb. But when you read the first one, you're like, courtesy clap. But then the more that you start reading them and you go down this garland that's hanging on your wall and you get to the second one and the third one and the fourth one, and I do like 25 of these things. By the time you get to the last one, you can't help but just laugh about it. It's like watching the movie Nacho Libre or Napoleon Dynamite. It's so incredibly stupid, but it gets so stupid as it goes on that you're just laughing hysterically. So I make corny joke Thanksgiving garland, and I know my kids roll their eyes at me, but really they end up laughing by the time they get to the end of my line. So consider having some corny Thanksgiving joke garland in your house and you might just get a few laughs. Why did the turkey cross the road? It was Thanksgiving Day and he wanted people to think he was a chicken. What's a turkey's favorite dessert? Peach cobbler. Why did the cranberries turn red? Because they saw the turkey dressing. Why do pilgrims' pants always fall down? Because they wear the buckle on their hat. What did the turkey say to the computer? Google, Google, Google. Why did the farmer have to separate the chicken and the turkey? Because he sensed foul play. Which bird is best at bowling? A turkey. What kind of music did the first pilgrims play at Thanksgiving? Plymouth Rock. What do you call a turkey on the day after Thanksgiving? Lucky.
Well, the turkey's done.
What's the best song to sing when preparing your turkey dinner? It's all about the baste. If you call a large turkey a gobbler, what do you call a small one? A goblet. If your great-grandmother saw that you were making boxed mashed potatoes, she'd roll over in her gravy.
What's so funny?
My family told me to stop telling Thanksgiving jokes, but I told them that I couldn't quit cold turkey. Okay, I know they're stupid, but trust me, the more you read them, the funnier they get. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope this inspires you to have a memorable Thanksgiving, try something new, invite someone over, ask some questions you maybe haven't asked before, and have a Thanksgiving to remember. And until next time, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy Thanksgiving. See you later.